Go round to rise, say Amama Seta Ashidu Ashite Ashu on vibrations every baka. May your mind, buckets, and souls be all. May your amets be sound. May your buckas be leavened off ground. When we keep to the breath, the earth, the mothra, the sound, the soul of Ra guides and keeps you all. I Adma, I say Ra. Ella E say El say I, Christ Ori Chaplain Tata Amen Ra, the sound Messiah. I'm a truth awareness, true talk can be a part of the greatest transfer of Ma'el, that's intelligence, soundology to Angodu. This is Sound Logic. And with all that being offered to you, being a fool is absolutely your choice. To raise Ray 1880. This is the Crypto Shit Shower update. We are reminding you that the blockchain is not a financial umbrella that you can hold and prevent shit from head. So go to Google, go to Apple, download this Kagadora app so you can have Sound Logic, access to Sound Logic on your lap. All right? You can also go to Jesus.com, sign up. You get the Ayabaka Omen. That's your spiritual protection. And you, of course, get access to this file so you can download the poster and be up with the times. You can see 1880. This is the first day that we've reminded you yesterday of 10 plus 1 of being in the 8/8s with 1 at 8/8. Okay, that's a lot of energy. Go to Google, go to Apple, go wherever you want and research on the solar activity that's happening today. Check out the Schumann resonance, all that kind of stuff. Okay, like clockwork, this Kagadora gives it to you. Okay, it tells you, the state of our electromagnetic field. Okay, and as you can see, the Kagadora is showing you we're always ascending, always rising. Okay, so we can see that the market is steadily, for the last 3 weeks, up from its bottom of 80,000, but refusing to break into the 95,000 zone. Okay, and 3 weeks ago, even though the expectations were the same, Bitcoin had to perform between 91,000 and 99,000 to enter our zone. It's been struggling. Okay, the highest we've gotten it was 94,000. All right, and so if you're still holding on from when we had that big zip, and you were fortunate enough to buy it back in at that point, you would have been in good profit on the first week, and which is kind of when I got out, right? Because I kind of figured, it would go down a little bit and revisit. I can get back in, but even getting back in, what's happening? It's not going up enough, right? It's not making that jump that it made from 80,000 to 10,000 to 90,000. And we need it to be in 91,000 to 99,000. Okay? And so we just saw it dip down, getting close to 88,000 or closer to 88,000, which is the bottom of our gray area zone. Okay? That's the support of the gray area. Okay? So between 88,000 and 95 or even 91,000, that gap right there is what I call the gray area. Okay, anything above 90,000, you're going to want to be buying back in if you've cashed, because you're anticipating that it's going to be breaking into the 91. Okay, and of course, if it's breaking below 89,000, getting close to the 88,000, then you're going to definitely want to, reduce your risk, because you should be concerned that it's going to fall below the 88,000. Okay, you'd be able to get a better price. So there's not really much you can do, right? Because based on the energy that we have, Bitcoin really is not going to be in the position to do too much giving because we're doing a lot of getting. Okay, so the only way that it's going to be pushing things up during these times, it's because it's using the markets as a distraction, to do whatever it wants to do with its money and all that kind of other stuff. You understand? Okay. Or perhaps even, while you're getting and feeling good, that's a great time for you to, be convinced that you should be putting more money into the markets so that they can take it. Okay. So this is the time period to sit back and relax and just watch. I wouldn't be fully invested at all. Okay. At best be half invested. And that way, if anything drops down, you have an opportunity. You can even buy it lower. And if everything shoots up, well, your half is going to be more valuable than being all in when the market is in a crab-like state. Okay, if you're all in and the market's a crab-like state, you're most likely losing money. Okay, every day that you're allowing the system to hold your money, you're losing money. Okay, it's figuring out how to take it. All right? But if it starts shooting up and you only have half of your money in, well, that percentage that you're going to make on that half is going to be far greater than anything that you've made when the market's falling or going sideways. Okay, so as much as we want, to feed into our greed and our fear and our anxiousness and our ignorance and our not knowing and all the emotions and states of being that allow for this market, to be successful in taking your money, if you're going to, you know, fall into all of these things, then you're not going to be successful, right? The Kagadora is allowing you to be sound, okay, and act like a sound being, okay? So everything is scheduled, right? We have days when the ether is going to be less, as strong, or it's going to be priming, setting up for a blast, for a cum shot, let's just say, okay? And then we have days, where we're getting delivery, right? So between the ones and the sixes, these are days where, the markets can manipulate up and down. But usually when, like we're in now, where we're in extended days of solar activity, usually the markets are taking back, okay, or going sideways at best. All right. We also have to recognize that this is tax season. Okay. There's only a couple more weeks left. Okay. So imagine that they shot Bitcoin up to $130,000 and then they have to put all of that money on the books. Right. That's not happening, people. Okay. It's just not going to happen. Okay. Any big, gigantic push, new highs and everything like that, that might not come until the new year, which is, not too far away. Okay. But like I'm trying to say, this is for the buckas. This is, not something that we're hanging our 100% success. We're utilizing this the best we can, and we have plans to move on. All right. And that's what you should be, in the process of dealing with what you're going to move on to. All right. Don't wait for this to shut you down or shut you out or anything like that. Start building. Okay. Start building. Okay. Start building. Start doing the little tiny things. Just thinking about what you want to do, is a great way to help you keep structured. Okay. So you're not going up and down with the false news and the false narratives and all this types of stuff. Remember, this is a weekend. You might have some yahoos that want to manipulate the futures chart, okay, and that will obviously affect your spot value. But for the most part, go watch some movies, go do something. But don't be staring at the market. It doesn't need your attention, okay? Little story. I was out trying to fix my vehicle there, and while I was out, the markets decided to have some movement on the downside, so I was waiting to get back in. So as soon as I got back in, I saw that it already made its lower wick and it was rushing its way back up, to the, to the 90s there, and once again, the alts, they didn't move that much. That's what I'm trying to say, people. Okay, it's not a time to get into the markets. If you're holding, well, you can keep holding. Okay, and let's hope that we get a little bit of an increase. Okay, I still have a little bit in, but I'm mostly out. All right. This is a crypto shit shower update, reminding you that the blockchain is not a financial umbrella that you can hold and expect shit from not going splat on your head. All right. I don't consent you going in state, nor should you hashtag that in your posts. My thoughts are spores that spawn intelligence, fungi.org. Your mental health is directly tied to your etheric compass. You need to orientate yourself back to sound, and that happens to Ba'am through sound logic, Aminology, all that at jesus.com. Don't forget the erectionary.com. That's Ta'angodu Sound Logic Decoding Search Engine, where we counter the words in the dictionary that die your erection. With Ta'angodu, we speak motion. Okay. We also have the Mathorian Kagadora update. We just did the 1880 and 1879 updates. So look out for that. If you're watching this on YouTube or wherever you're watching, go to my YouTube. That's at Ta'angodu on YouTube. That's at TAONGODO. Ta'angodu. Okay? At YouTube. Just follow any of these links. And of course, subscribe. Okay, get the subscribers up. Get the subscribers up. Okay, I know you guys are benefiting from my works. Okay, I don't know. You guys got to exercise your soul quantity, your soul quota. Give some appreciation, comment, like, share, subscribe. Okay, go to Google, go to Apple, download the Kagadora, buy it. Buy into a sound environment.